Hello to my Pisces. This is Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy new moon to my Pisces. Pisces, hopefully you have closed out a cycle, protecting your energy from energies who prey on your compassion. Hopefully you have closed out a cycle. Some people are going to think that you're being cold because you feel like you put up a wall like a beaver builds a dam, but you're protecting your energy. Okay, I would say this to any zodiac sign. Wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, you're learning how to say, okay, I know when to cut off I know when the line has, people have overstepped the line. You see you as compassion, but they're taking your kindness for weakness. So you're saying, okay, you're moving on from something. You're no longer carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders when it comes to something, right? Or secretly carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders when it comes to something. So, and you shouldn't. If there's something that I feel like you want help for, speak up, say something. The sun is medicine. This came out in somebody else's reading. The sun is medicine, right? So somebody may need some medicine. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be, like I mentioned it in another reading, somebody could be having, like morning sickness. And they may need some help. They may need some, at least people put their heads together and say, okay, somebody could be pregnant. Okay, can you eat certain foods? Like you hear doctors say, okay, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that, because that'll make your morning sickness worse. If that's the case, if somebody is expecting, but that's what telling, going online, learning about something and sharing information. Hey, maybe eating almonds or eating certain things will help with somebody's morning sickness if somebody's sick or if they're pregnant or something like that. I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't know. But if that's something that, let's say somebody needs some medicine, and people know that somebody has volunteered or served in some capacity in that area, get some help. Some help in those areas. So let me see what else we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on here. What's the current situation for my Pisces? This is again Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with your new moon reading. Yeah, new moon reading. What I'm picking up on here with the sun being the medicine is they're trying to balance out something for you. Source is trying to balance out something for somebody with like not keeping things a secret. Like when you need help, ask for help. Come out and just ask people for help. And if you come out and ask people for help and they didn't help you, so it's saying, okay, move on to the next energy. If you've asked people for some help, just ask. Yeah, if you ask people for some help, and they don't want to help you because they're judging you based on something, so it's just saying, just move on. Don't even get overwhelmed. Just move on, for real. Close out the cycle in love. Okay, I asked for help, didn't get any help. Okay, you see me walking around with the weight of the world on my shoulders. Cool, no problem. All right, move on. So hopefully this will help you, right? You made a lot of sacrifices. Your ancestors made a lot of sacrifices. You made a lot of sacrifices, so you don't have to be confused. You don't have to be confused. You don't have to be illusion or confusion about anything. You don't have to be torn in two different directions. None of that. You don't have to be mad. Nothing. You go somewhere, you ask somebody for some help, and they don't want to help you. Okay, cool. No problem. Yep. I remember I was living in DC, and I remember many years ago, I was a friend of mine who went to high school, a couple of years older, and was telling me about this place like that could help people like with it, because I was like looking for a job, and she was like, okay, there's a place that actually helps people with like their rent assistance, right? She's like, it's a community. They actually give grants. They actually give grant money. And I went there, and this woman, because I have never done anything like that. So this woman, she looked me up and down in my face and said, you don't look like you've been through enough. Okay. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Here we had a Two of Swords here. Yep, Two of Swords. Yep. But I had already put in applications for jobs and got a job the following week. But to hear somebody say that, like, just look you in your face and you don't look like you've been through enough. Like, come back when you look like you've really been through some things. By the way, that place was shut down, I want to say, very shortly after that. Distant past. Yeah. Somebody, two people said something to you, that somebody said something behind your back. Let me see. Yeah, two people were in your ear about something. So your second house and fourth house would be of significance to you. Second house and fourth house would be of significance to you because they blindsided somebody. Second house and fourth house. Second house is about possessions, money, finances. Right, that's second house. Taurus rules the second house. Fourth house is all about family and home and family. Ancestral home, family. Right. So somebody says something about... somebody said something to you about someone that blindsided you. Here we have the Seven of Swords here. Seventh house is also of importance to you. Right. Somebody told you about two people. Something really blindsided you. When you heard something, you heard some kind of, I guess, gossiping or something about something in your ear, that somebody was sleeping. Somebody was saying somebody's family, or they sleep with people or something about sleeping, right? This right here. But this person is in a bird's nest. Somebody could have been saying somebody's hair looked disheveled. Right? So recently somebody could have also seen ravens too. Like the birds, ravens, those black shiny birds. Y'all know the black shiny birds, but you, of course, it'd have to be during the day. But somebody made some kind of a connection, though. Somebody made some kind of a connection of a rebirth that happened here. Some kind of rebirth. Somebody could tell that somebody had been sacrificed after the sacrifices that they went through. Somebody could tell. Either somebody was dressed, because I'm seeing a lot of dark colors here. Somebody could have been dressed in a lot of dark colors. This person right here has on all black here. Like somebody could tell that somebody has gone through. So when you see ravens, they, and you can look it up. You can look it up. Just look it up. Look up the spiritual symbolism of ravens. So somebody secretly needs something. Right. Somebody is in hermit mode. Yeah, somebody was sacrificed. And somebody knows about something secret that was secretly done to somebody while they were asleep. Some kind of rebirth that somebody went through. But somebody is just now making some kind of a connection, just hearing somebody talk. They like, okay, wait a minute. That voice sounds familiar. Or somebody's son looks familiar, or if somebody remembers something from a while ago, something in court, legal or something. Somebody may used to sleep with somebody. Somebody could be somebody's ex, because we're looking at the Two of Swords here. So somebody is making a lot of connections with something. Somebody's making a lot of connections with somebody's son. Somebody has some people in common, and it's like somebody is like, okay, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. Okay, they have people in common. They could be from the same geographical location, because we're talking about water here. Water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. And somebody's in hermit mode. Somebody is talking about running away. Two people are talking about somebody running away. What in the world? Running away from what? Let me see. Okay, here's the Emperor card here. So an Aries could be involved. Somebody could have like somebody's family could be an Aries. Somebody could be talking about an Aries was sacrificed. And somebody's in hermit mode. So somebody is talking about something. Somebody is talking about like, somebody is running away from something. Like somebody's basically like somebody's running away from court, or somebody's running away from justice, or something like that. So somebody secretly, okay, because the sun exposes the moon, which is secrets. Somebody's son has a secret disease, because that's the opposite of medicine, like secret toxin or some kind of secret something they got. Because that's the opposite of medicine, like secret venom or toxin or some kind of secret poison or some kind of secret something that somebody got, some kind of a secret, because the sun exposes secrets. And somebody felt blindsided by something that somebody's ex said. Somebody was sleeping around. Let me see what else is going on here. Yeah, here we had a Six of Swords. Yeah, somebody, hold on. So 666. So somebody is demonizing the fact that some people have moved on. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, some people are demonizing the fact that somebody has moved on. Or some people have moved on. Okay, so whoever you are, it's like three people are transitioning. Like that's what Six of Swords is like. People are transitioning. Like they're transitioning to like the 11th house. Like, or transitioning like in their some parts of their lives, right? They're just trying to move on. Just, I guess, like somebody trying to move on in peace, or like move on in silence. You have a lot of ancestors around you, but somebody could be trying to move on in peace or move on in silence in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And somebody feels like they're being demonized. But it's because somebody is looking at something, secretly watching something. This is interesting because, okay, whoever you are, I don't know, this is the general reading, so take only what resonates with you. But let's say, for instance, because Mercury is retrograde, right? So let's say, for instance, you had a platform like YouTube. I mean, I don't even know how many people are on YouTube, millions, I'm quite sure. And let's say you were talking about something and people started connecting the dots. You know, like people, it's a small world. People know people and people know people. And people could be like, you could be talking about something that you have in common with other people, but not be talking about the people that think you're talking about them. If that makes any sense. You know, what just came to mind is a song that this songwriter wrote. Did the songwriter, I want to say, I want to make sure I got this right. I'm about to look it up on my phone. I'm going to look up because I want to make sure I got the story right. Because it's a celebrity shared this years ago, because everybody was thinking that the celebrity wrote the song about their relationship. Hold on. Because this is coming to mind right now. Okay. I see this song, but I want to say the story behind it. Okay. Okay, so the song I was thinking about is Confessions by Usher. I want to say he wrote the song. And then I'm looking at this online, and it says the story behind Usher's album Confession is a fictionalized, dramatized version of real life situations, primarily inspired by his producer, Jermaine Dupri, experiences with infidelity and a secret child. I didn't know about the secret child part, but I had heard that story, like bits and pieces of it. I want to make sure I had it right. But yeah, anyway, this is online. But I remember when the song came out and everybody was thinking it was about his relationship with the person that he was in a relationship with at the time, right? That's what I'm thinking about as I'm reading these cards here, is like somebody is basically saying secretly you're a very toxic person, you're the devil, 666, you're the mark of the beast, whatever somebody's saying. And you're confessing something, like that's what came to my mind. It's like you're confessing something, like what? That's like, wait a minute here, hold on, what are you confessing? So that lets me know that somebody is secretly watching what you're saying, because 1 and 2 is 3. And somebody else, okay, so you got 2 people that's secretly watching you. Like it's like, okay, it's like 2 energy. It could be 3 actually secretly watching you. And somebody made the connection somehow. Somebody made some kind of connection with you, like in terms of just like kind of who you are and like your past, or who you may have been, like exes or whatever in the past. And somebody is like, I thought somebody had a secret, like secret disease or a secret something, because somebody was about to hang somebody out to dry, like basically somebody lied on you. Like you had this, like you were secretly toxic, or you secretly has the opposite of medicine. You fill in the blank. But the sun exposes secrets. The sun sits behind the moon, obviously, to illuminate the moon, which also secrets, right? Or like somebody is saying you're actually toxic, but somebody is actually saying no, you're actually really compassionate. 666 could also mean something like you're you're a very nurturing energy, because we're talking about the number 6, right, which is a very nurturing spirit. But somebody was projecting that you were demonic. That's what they're project. That's what this is here. You're the devil. You're toxic. You're this and that. Close out the cycle. We're in a new cycle. We're in a new cycle. We're in a whole new cycle. And I'm like, what in the world is this? All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, this are exes talking. That's why they're exes, because again, too many people got the same thing in common. Yeah. But that's what came to me, that song, Confessions. Somebody is saying that you're confessing things. You're opening up and confessing things, I guess. Anyway. So here we have the Magician card. Mercury is retrograde, so I mean, maybe you're slowing down and processing your thoughts, but what I'm picking up is that whatever you're talking about, I don't think you're talking about an ex. I mean, I don't know who you are, but somebody's just being shady behind your back. A quick solution for that, for real, is if you could stop watching people. That's a quick solution right there. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't have to watch them. That's the end of that. That's the end of that. If you're a reader and somebody is watching you, if this is your ex, whoever you are, and it's your ex watching you, saying that you're demonizing them, they can stop watching you. That would clear it up right there. It's like somebody was impulsive. They were talking about you behind your back, but that's nothing new, because they gossip about everybody behind your back. So that's nothing new. Whoever this energy is, it's like what you see stuff on social media, like with celebrities and stuff. People don't really know people, and they just think they know. Because I'm talking about like that song right there. How many years was that song out where people were like, okay, they just assume the singer was talking about their own relationship. So I guess it was good marketing. So anyway, that's the message here. That's what I'm saying. That's what you have in common with somebody. Close out the cycle in love and move on. Whoever it is. There it is. Victory. Somebody from your past does not like the fact that you close out a cycle here. You see this wreath with this right here, and that you inspire people, and they wanted to be on stage with you. They're telling everybody you grandstanding and showboating, and that you always wanted the spotlight and all this other stuff. But if they were standing right there next to you, they'd be shinning and grinning. Child, they be grinning right along with you, child. Arms be up taller than yours. Close out the cycle in love. Whoever this is, child, is a happy new moon in Sagittarius. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. I don't even know who you are, but happy new moon. Happy new moon. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. So you're victorious. You moved on. Anyway, here's the 7 of Wands here. Yeah, something is closed out. Yeah. Yep. You've gone through a rebirth. You've gone through some kind of major rebirth here, looking at your cards, whoever you are, because it looks like, to me, just looking at your cards here, it looks like whatever call on your life that you've answered, it looks like you've answered a call in your life. That's what it looks like. You've gone through a rebirth. People have been saying that you can't be as compassionate as, because people are just blindsided by somebody blindsided somebody, and basically like you don't have a good heart. You're a demon, whatever. Anyway, anyway, I don't even like saying that, but about people. But anyway, that's what somebody was saying. You're this and that. Instead of them just healing, they're too busy, lips moving, trying to cause you a nightmare, right? So we got 3 6s here. So you just moved on. Like I said, it's disappointing to even hear, whoever you are. It's disappointing to hear that you have this in common with somebody. It's just like you just shaking your head. Back on stage you go. With the spotlight shining on you, whoever you are. But You've gone through a rebirth. Somebody has learned how to close out cycles in love and move on. That's it. Close it out airtight. Anything that's coming back, anything that's if you close when coming out, closing it out airtight. Anything that's being sent your way is going back immediately. Return to sender, because it's outside of your door. Look, it's outside your door. Yeah, somebody wants you to secretly respond to something like it. That's outside of your door. That's outside of your door. Somebody used somebody as a key to get in your home, and I'm not saying illegally, just so we're crystal clear. But somebody used somebody as a way to get into your life, like to. And so now, I wouldn't even give this any energy. That's just me. I wouldn't even give something any energy. I wouldn't even talk. That's just me. I just wouldn't give it any energy. I would just let it just go back. So anyway, here we have, put a manhole cover over the past and move on. Yeah. Somebody, I would just say, whoever you are, keep people out of your business. Keep people out of your business. Because no matter what you say, people are going to assume, because so many people have not necessarily something in common with as far as they are concerned, right? I don't even buy into that. Everybody can't be right about something. I don't buy into that either, because that don't even sound right. Everybody can't be saying the same. Yeah, they could be. If they all belong to the same organization, if they all belong to the same job or neighborhood, or they grew up together, if they all trying to get their story together, if they all feel like they all cut off from somebody because they still keeping in contact, yeah, they could be saying the same thing. They could be saying the same thing. And even if somebody, that's like, think about it like with famous people online. Every time, if it's something major that's going on, every time somebody compliments somebody's like, well, they weren't mean to me, they weren't nasty to me, they actually helped my career, then that person gets slammed. Like, okay, they just don't say anything. Like, you can't say something kind about somebody. So, like I said, close out the cycle in love. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm saying for you. You don't even leave. I mean, it's up to you. You can lament over it if you want to, but I would not be pulled down dragged into some mess. Nope. Focus on your financial independence. That's it. Seed has been planted. You're a grown up. Yep, you're a grown up. You have a whole new lease on life. So that's it. Yeah, something is over. Something is over. I wouldn't give it any energy. Whoever it is, whoever you are, I wouldn't give it any energy. I mean, unless you're trying to sell records. like that song. And I would even think that everybody was told in that circle of like what was really going on. It's like, okay, yeah, we just trying to sell records, don't even respond to it. Somebody, that could have happened too. So anyway, you're very close to achieving your goal. Very close to achieving your goal. Whatever that is. Yeah, so something is His ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. There it is. That is true. I'm seeing karma. So somebody's going to be focusing on their own inner child. Their own inner child and surrendering. right. What else do we have here? Let's see. I think that's it. Whoever this is, they like the element of surprise. Like they like to pop up on people. So here we have third eye chakra cleanse. You can say that again and again and again. Yep. These are energies who like to physically pop up on people. So you're too high vibrational for something. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Again, happy new moon. I'm trying to see, we got some other oracle cards over here too. All right, here we have magic, 28, alchemy, miracles, conjunctions of the elements, right? So yeah, so somebody is watching your work schedule, just FYI. Somebody's watching somebody's work schedule, right? See what your work schedule you and somebody have in common, because they wanna say something to somebody. Oh, you demonizing, so whatever. Anyway, 28. So 28 could be of significance. That's a number on here, right? What's 28? Okay. We have 5 planets that's retrograde. So we had a first quarter moon in Pisces on November 28th, right? You got a first quarter moon in Pisces on the 28th, right? So somebody could have and the polarity to that is Virgo, right? So somebody wants to talk to you about something. I feel like it's, well, I mean, it's not even a coincidence I would even bring up that song, right? Yeah. Here we have 36, wings of light, right? Rise into the light, liberation from all limitations, right? Yeah, so somebody is secretly watching you wherever you are. They are secretly watching. Somebody's watching you. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this is helpful to you. All right. Bye.